Julian Sayin, redshirt freshman quarterback from Carlsbad, California. Number 1 in the nation in completion percentage at 79.4. Quarterback rating, number 1 also, 185.38. And 6 games where he's passed for over 300 yards, playing in this rivalry game for the first time ever. First and 10, Ohio State at their own 25, trailing 3-0. And Sayin going to throw. He'll flip that one deep down the right side of the field for Carnell Tate. And Tate has it incomplete, knocked away at the Michigan 35-yard line. Zeke Berry, defensive back, poked that ball away from Carnell Tate.
Yeah, that ball hung up in the air a little bit, allowing number 10, Zeke Berry, the senior cornerback, to catch up with the ball and then tip it out of Carnell Tate's hands. But it's just good to see Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith out there.
Junior from Chicago has not played since Ohio State's win over Penn State. Jackson in the backfield next to quarterback Julian Sayin, who's going to throw himself, looks and sends that up the left side. Intercepted! Jair Hill picks it off, and he brings it down the right sideline. Finally, he's tackled at the Ohio State 25 as Jair Hill jumped in front of Jeremiah Smith and gets his second career interception, and Michigan has the football in Ohio State territory.
Now the Buckeyes come out passing on the first 2 plays. They took a shot on the opening play to Carnell Tate, incomplete, and then they go back to Jeremiah Smith along the Michigan sideline, and they come up to the interception. We haven't called too many of those by Julian Sayin this year.
5.
Just his 5th interception of his freshman year.
So the defense put in a spot now, trailing 3-0, and Michigan will have the ball at the Ohio State 38-yard line. 3rd and 2, Ohio State at their own 33-yard line. Carson Hinsman snaps to Sayin, fakes the handoff, rolls to throw, dumps it on the right side where it is caught by Kazmarek. He has dropped at his own 37-yard line as Michigan gets the stop made by Zeke Berry, defensive back, but it is a first down pickup for the Buckeyes, presented by Kroger.
Yeah, they had all the action going to the left, had counter action going to the left, and then Julian Sayin rolls back to his right, hits his tight end. Will Kazmarek picks up his 8th reception of the season.
Sayin in between them, gets the snap. Sayin back at his own 30, looking to throw. Short toss comes to Bo Jackson, left side, races to his own 40 to the 50. Bo Jackson to the Michigan 40, and that's where he is driven out of bounds, coming down the left sideline. Michigan gets that play made by Jair Hill, defensive back, but a first down on a pass to Bo Jackson. Jeremiah Smith wide to the left. 2 tight ends, snap to Sayin, looks to throw, lobs in the left corner of the end zone. Jeremiah Smith cannot pull it in, as he was covered in the left corner of the end zone by Zeke Berry, defensive back of Michigan.
Pretty good coverage. The ball was a little bit wide there to Jeremiah Smith. He got one hand on it but couldn't quite make an acrobatic catch to pull that in.
We'll see Ohio State send Nate Roberts and Jelani Thurman, tight ends, into the lineup. Michigan will make defensive subs. Roberts and Donaldson in an I formation. Sayin under center, Carson Hinsman. And Sayin takes it himself. He's shoved back from behind by Nate Roberts. No signal from the officials yet as they come running in to look at everything. Still no signal from the officials. Touchdown! Julian Sayin, his first rushing touchdown of the season, as Nate Roberts gave him the brotherly shove from behind to get him in the end zone, and the game is tied at 6.
Well, quarterback sneak, we got that called right, and they found a way to get it in the end zone. They'll probably take another look at this if they look at every play, but we'll see if they...
After further review, the quarterback's knee was down short of the goal line. It'll be 4th down.
Sayin gets the snap, drops back at the 30, dumps it left side. Jeremiah Smith, 35-yard line, taken down at the 38-yard line. There's Jeremiah Smith as he came up the left side. Smith wide left, Donaldson to the backfield. To the left of quarterback Julian Sayin. 3rd and 7, Ohio State from their own 40. Sayin looking to go on top. Fires it up the right side where it is caught by Carnell Tate, and he's surrounded by Michigan defenders. He's going to be put down right around the Ohio State 48, right around the first down mark. It will depend on the spot.
They moved him.
It did. The stop made by Carson Brandt, linebacker. And let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield. Sayin straight behind center in the shotgun. Gets the snap. He looks, flips a pass up the right side, caught by Carnell Tate at the Michigan 40, and that's where he will be taken down at the Michigan 40-yard line by defensive back Zeke Berry. It's a first down pickup on the pass to Tate, presented by Kroger.
Fresh set of downs. Ohio State knew exactly when they wanted to dial up there. Brian Hartline got that play in a hurry to Julian Sayin. They went out and executed there on that 3rd and 5.
Inniss and Smith off the line to the right. Tight end Clare motioning to the left for quarterback Julian Sayin, who looks to throw. Sets up shop at the 50. Sayin looks. Now he's going to roll. Throw on the run on the left side. Caught by Clare, who's taken out of bounds at the Michigan 35 by defensive back Zeke Berry.
That was a heck of a throw there by Julian Sayin. Pass protection overall is pretty good. There was some late leakage. He stepped up in the pocket and just looked to his left and drilled one over towards the Ohio State sideline. They'll give him a gain, maybe 5 or 6 yards on that play.
Yes, they will, to make it 2nd and 5. at the Michigan 35 for Ohio State. Max Clare, who had a TD catch last week against Rutgers. C.J. Donaldson is in at tailback. 4th and 5, Ohio State at Michigan's 35. Julian Sayin gets the snap, back to throw. Sayin looks. Sayin fires down the right sideline for Jeremiah Smith. He's got it inside the 10 and into the end zone for a touchdown. Jeremiah Smith, 35 yards from Julian Sayin down the right side of the field. Welcome back, Jeremiah Smith. 9-6 Ohio State.
That time Ohio State had 3 receivers to the left. 4 receivers.
Rolling on the field is a touchdown. Timeout for a defensive player's helmet off.
Oh, they want to talk a lot today,
don't
they?
Is that it?
Yeah, but anyway.
4 receivers to the left. Bennett Christian motioned back to the right. Jeremiah Smith was 1-on-1 on the outside. Good pass protection there by the offensive line. Gave Julian Sayin plenty of opportunity to toss it up to number 4. Number 4, 26th touchdown of his career.
And the 11th this season. Quarterback Julian Sayin in a shotgun. Sayin gets the snap. Fakes a handoff, throws on the right side. Tate catches at the 16, curls by defenders, moving to the middle of the field. Dropped at the 22 by Brandon Hillman, safety. But Carnell Tate with another catch for Ohio State. 2nd and 1, Buckeyes at their own 22. Snap to Sayin. He's going to throw from the 15. Sayin looks, launches that one down the right seam. Kasmerick catches, and he is downed at the 46 of Ohio State. Will Kasmerick, defensive back Caleb Anderson, finally dropped him, but the ball in the air gets the Buckeyes a first down.
After missing his first 2 passes, Julian Sayin is now 9 of 12 throwing the football.
Ball placed at the Ohio State 47 on that pass completion to Kasmerick, a senior from St. Louis and transfer from Ohio University.
Good for 25 yards there.
Yes, a good one. Bo Jackson in the backfield with quarterback Julian Sayin. First down to the Michigan 37. Sayin looking to Flurl. Sayin looks, heaves down the right side. That ball may have been deflected as it goes out of bounds around the Michigan 25, intended for Clare, who was covered by linebacker Sullivan.
Well, they had all day to throw there. Julian Sayin had plenty of time by his offensive lineman, went through his reads, decided to go to his tight end, Max Clare, towards the Ohio State sideline, and you're right, that ball was either high or got tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looked funky leaving the line of scrimmage.
Just high.
3rd and 5, Ohio State at the Michigan 32-yard line. Sayin in a shotgun. Gets the snap. Julian Sayin is looking to pass. So zips it upfield, caught by Inniss at the 25 in the middle of the field, and he is stopped at the Michigan 25. Finally brought down by Jaden Mangum, defensive back, but it's an Ohio State first down to Brandon Inniss.
Brandon Inniss coming up with big plays these last couple weeks. He's been dependable all year long for Ohio State. Makes a nice play there to move the chains. And
now Donaldson breaks out of the backfield. Inside pitch goes Bo Jackson, curling up the middle of the field to the 15 of Michigan, and that's where he is tackled as he came from the right side of the formation and took the ball before he was stopped by defensive back Jaden Mangum of Michigan. And now we have arrived at the 2-minute timeout here in Ann Arbor. 3rd and 3, Ohio State at the Michigan 4. Center Carson Hinsman in position over the ball. Sayin gets the snap, looks to throw. Sayin delivers, caught by Inniss into the end zone for a touchdown. Brandon Inniss on a 3-yard passing play. Brandon Inniss gets his 3rd TD catch of the season, and Ohio State a 16-9 lead over Michigan.
Buckeyes had 3 receivers off to the right. One a tight end. Brandon Inniss goes into motion, comes back, and then runs like a little slant route off of that. Almost a pick there by Ohio State. Did a good job finding a way to get open there, running behind his tight end. Peeled off to the inside, and again, Julian Sayin enough time to make that throw.
5th career touchdown catch for the junior from Hollywood, Florida, Brandon Inniss. Center Carson Hinsman over the ball as Tate will now motion to the right. Sayin gets the snap, screens at right side. Jeremiah Smith, 20-yard line. Bumps off of Tate, gets to the 25, and out of bounds at about the 26. Defensive back Zeke Berry was in there to kind of gum things up, but Smith bounced off Tate trying to get around him. Offset eye with Will Kasmerick, and Bo Jackson in the backfield, and Julian Sayin's going to throw. He screens it out right side. Bo Jackson gets to his own 40-yard line, races up to the 45, out of bounds to the 47-yard line as defensive back T.J. Metcalf will drag him out of bounds, but not before Bo Jackson picks up a first down for Ohio State.
That's Bo Jackson's 4th reception of the ball game. They're using him a little bit more in that passing game. Over 100 all-purpose yards now for Bo Jackson.
Wow. 47-yard line on the Ohio State side of the field is where the Buckeyes continue to operate, leading 17-9. Who now will motion out of the backfield. Max Clare. Sayin looking to throw. Sayin flips that up the left side where Max Clare has it, but then dropped it. It fell out of his hands at the 45 of Michigan as he was just past the 50. Had the ball cradled for a moment, but like a slippery pig in a mud pile, it slipped out.
Yeah, it's wet down there with that snow, but you're right. It looked like he was going to catch that football. As he turned to go upfield, the ball slipped out and out of bounds.
James Peoples was in for that formation. He'll leave 3rd and 8. Ohio State from their own 49 early in the third quarter. Snap to Sayin. Blitz coming. Throws middle of the field. Caught by Max Clare at the 46 of Michigan, where he's going to be grabbed and yanked down. They'll probably blow that play right at the 46 of Michigan. Jordan Young, defensive back, made first contact with Max Clare.
They'll mark that at the 46, so that means 3 yards to go. Ohio State looks like they're sending their punt team out.
Yes, that will be Joe McGuire. 19 punts on the year, averaging 42 per. Michigan will drop Andrew Marsh back to await the punt. Sayin in the shotgun, gets the snap. He's going to toss it quickly to Tate, left side, and he's going to be taken down to the 50-yard line. Michigan was able to get right on the spot. Zeke Berry, defensive back, to make first contact with Tate. Now Kazmarek motions to the right. West in the backfield next to Julian Sayin, who fakes the handoff. Sayin to throw from the 40. Steps up and shoots out one deep down the middle of the field. Carnell Tate. He's got it to the 5 and into the end zone goes Carnell Tate. 50 yards through the air. Julian Sayin to Carnell Tate. His 8th touchdown catch of the year, and it's 23-9 Ohio State.
Julian Sayin took that snap, rolled to his right about 5 or 6 steps, planted his back foot, and just let it go. Carnell Tate beat the defensive back by 2 or 3 yards. All he had to do was catch it and fall in the end zone. Excellent play call. Excellent execution by this Ohio State offense.
Tate averages about 32 yards per TD catch. That average will go up a bit. Roberts, the front man in an I formation, in front of Robertson, in front of Donaldson, but Sayin takes the snap and lunges straight ahead, and he should get the first down with that ball being marked probably around the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they went ahead and waved him on, so first down for Ohio State.
C.J. Donaldson next to him in the backfield. And Sayin looking to pass, sets up at his 32-yard line, flings that one deep down the left side for Carnell Tate, incomplete to the Michigan 25-yard line. As Tate went down that sideline, step for step with him was defensive back Zeke Berry.
It looked like maybe the wind or whatever took that out of bounds. No chance for Carnell Tate to come up with that completion. Pretty well covered down the field also.
3rd and 3, Ohio State at their own 41. Sayin looking to Fleur. Sayin now rolling the right side. Sayin at his own 35 to his 40-yard line. Steps out of bounds at his own 44. Finally forced out by Jaden Mangum. Julian Sayin on the run up the right side. Let's see where they officially spot that, and are they going to move the chains?
Yes, they are.
Oh. Nice first down run by Julian Sayin.
Yeah, good job there. Good pocket presence. And again, with that formation, with all those tight ends, you're not thinking pass, you're thinking run. So Julian goes back there. Looks like he's going to pass. Sees it open up with the man coverage down the field, takes off.
Sets up in a shotgun. Bo Jackson next to him in the backfield. Sayin back to throw from his 34. Sayin will dump it out on the right side. Max Clare, who scoots to the 50-yard line, bumps off some defenders and is taken down to the Michigan 48. Jimmy Rolder, linebacker, makes the stop. Roberts shifts into a fullback spot. I formation behind Sayin, who follows the center, goes straight ahead with a push on the rear end from Roberts, and it'll be a first down with the ball at about the 10 of Michigan, and Sayin under center. Sayin fakes the handoff, looks to throw. Sayin rolling to his right, lofts that in the right corner of the end zone, but just sends it out of bounds over the head of Will Kazmarek, who is covered by defensive back Brandon Hillman. So the field goal unit will come on. Sayin under center, takes the snap, takes the knee. And that's going to do it. Ohio State defeats Michigan 27-9, finishing the regular season undefeated and headed to the Big Ten championship game to meet the Indiana Hoosiers as a gateway to the college football playoff once again. The final score, 27-9, Ohio State over Michigan. This is the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.